Hello, hi everyone. I hope you all are doing well. So today my topic is Masscan. In this overall presentation, I will be discussing about Masscan and how it works and all the commands from basic to complicated, which can be used as in Masscan. So let's quickly begin. So myself Akbar Khan, I am a cybersecurity enthusiastic. Completed my BE from Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering. I am also a certified ethical hacker. I have completed this certification from EC Council in the year 2021 December. Overall, I have a 3.5 years of experience in information technology and cybersecurity. I have written some very good blogs regarding the active scan, passive scan, and much more things that we can discuss further. But today, for this particular topic, so my topic is Masscan. So let's quickly jump into that. So what is Masscan? Masscan is a network mapping tool. This is the second most used tool after Nmap, and this is the best tool for the Nmap alternative. The best thing about this tool is this tool can scan the entire internet in within some minutes or 10 minutes by sending 10 to 15 millions of packets per second from a single source, and this looks amazing. The best alternative for this tool is Nmap or Zenmap, which ideally comes pre-installed in Kali Linux, ScanRD and Unicorn. Okay, so let us understand who developed this Masscan. This tool was developed by Robert David Graham. He is a lookalike of IT, like means he have developed certainly very good and amazing tools to help the community. Here is the GitHub link for his profile. You can just go through this link and find him doing some amazing stuff for cybersecurity. He has created black ice, site jacking, mask scans, and such kind of tools. So what can this Masscan tool do? This tool can scan the target and enumerate the information. It has got an one who did scan will information related to all the open ports. Like it will be giving you the details about the open ports, IP address, about a certain target. There are multiple options you can use. We will be seeing this in practical, but we can have multiple options to use this tool. Masscan is also a network port scanner, similar in many ways to the well-known Nmap commands. Like the purpose of Masscan was to build a tool like Nmap itself. So the basic goal of Masscan is, however, is to enable security researcher to run port scan on large areas of the internet as quick as possible. Like if you have already used Nmap, you might have seen that Nmap consume lots and lots of time. Like if we are not giving proper abbreviation and the options available, it may consume more time to scan a single host. So what is add-on in Masscan tool is, it will be trying to do things very quickly for you. Okay, so here are some useful command we can use in Masscan. Like we can give the IP range. Anything in the command like itself, it is written not prefixed with hyphen, it is assumed to be an IP address or a range. Like you can give a single IP address, or you can also give a IP range. This IP can be a single IP or an entire subnet mask. We will be looking more in practicals. Let's first understand the theoretical part of Masscan. Hyphen P is the option where you can specify a single port or you can give the multiple ports. We are also going to look this also in practicals. Hyphen rate is the transmission of the packet. We can speed up the scan. Then there are multiple options you can mention. There are listed like adapter IP, sending packet using this IP address, routing MAC, send packet to this MAC address as a destination. Then ping, we all know that the ping should include an ICMP echo request. Exclude IP, like suppose we are scanning a particular host, but we want to exclude some particular or specific IP or a network, so this can also be done using this Masscan. Then retries, the number of retries to stand at 1 second intervals. Then hyphen nmap print help about nmap compatibilities. And then the last option we will be understanding is output format. Like suppose we are doing one scan, so why we will be doing the scan every time, so this hyphen output option can be used to save the output, whatever the result we are getting from that particular scan. We can save that into a file format which we can give into the option, like it can be saved as a XML, binary, then grapable list or JSON. So here first we will be looking how we can do the installation of this particular tool, then we will be diving more into the practical part. So to install this tool, we just need to run this command sudo apt-get install Masscan. So to check the tool run good, do this command Masscan -- regress. So regression test should be a success. So first we will be understanding some very default scan. Like doing a standard scan in Masscan, use this command sudo Masscan. Sudo, if you are already a root user, you just can type Masscan -IP range subnet mask and port 80, like this as it is given. So -p specifies the port. Then we can scan multiple port also, as we have already discussed the useful commands in Masscan. Doing a multi-port scan is really simple to follow this command and try it. Like sudo Masscan, as I already mentioned that we can give multiple ports. Like here I am giving a -p 1 to 50. We can also give a big range, like we all know that there are 65,535 ports in a computer network, so we can also give the entire IP range also. So here we are scanning a port from 1 to 50, as you can see that in image. I have captured some good image, but I will be showing you a practical demonstration of each and everything which we are using in these slides. Okay, so now we are using a random scan. Like random port scan is, I am just giving a ultimate port which I feel should be open. Like as an attacker, we all know what are all the juicy ports that we can look after. Like suppose there is a port 21 open, so I can give -p21, which is an FTP port, 22 for SSH and 23 for Telnet. So we can look after these ports and we can directly mention these ports in our scan as a random ports and scan a target. So this can reduce the time also, and we will be getting some good information related to the target. Coming to the fifth example, this is a UDP. Like we all know there are two types of transmission control protocol and user datagram protocol. So this can be a UDP scan. Doing a UDP scan, you can just use this command like Masscan IP and -port and mention the U option is a UDP scan for the particular port. As you can see in this image, -p and capital U, you will be doing a UDP scan for us. Then the next part is we will be increasing the speed of the scan. To increase the speed of the scan, enter the command Masscan, then the IP and -- rate. This rate will be speeding up the scan and it will be giving you the result in very quick time. As soon as possible, it will be retrieving the information from the particular host. Now the full scan option, like suppose we are just wanting to scan an entire host, so we will be scanning it with a command Masscan. Then we will be giving a range of IP address with subnet mask. -p as already mentioned, for it will be used for port. Why we are saying it as a full scan, like we are giving 0 to 65,535. Here I am just giving the -- rate and increasing it to it is max and giving that max value. Then I am giving some HTTP user agents, and yes, I am saving this file -ol output.txt. So whatever will be the result of this scan, it will be saving into a output.txt file. So yes, as we have already discussed, how to save the output. Like suppose there are multiple options available for Masscan to save the output. Saving the output in different format, like -ox will be saving the output in XML format, -ol will be saving the file into a txt format, -og is greppable format, -oj JSON, and -ob is binary. So depending on our requirement, whatever we feel like to save the output, we can use the option. Instead of -ox, we will be giving -ol, og, depending on the requirement. So in this example, I've just used -ox as an option. So let's quickly dive into our practical part. We will be seeing some practical also regarding this tool to get a better understanding. So first we will be installing the tool, like sudo apt-get install Masscan. So see here, I can see the tool is successfully installed in my application, in my Kali. So let's quickly dive into a very small demo about what we have understood in our presentation. So the example was a default scan. After the installation, I am just clearing the screen. After the installation, we will be just doing a simple scan. Let's quickly check what IP we can test in our environment. So okay, so we will be doing Masscan, then the IP range which we are using .0. I am just giving an entire network and a simple port 80. So it started scanning the port 80 on the entire network. Whatever port 80 will be open in the entire network, it will be giving me the results for that particular port only. So let's wait for some time and wait for the result. Oh, I guess I lost something. We will be running the scan once again. We will be going back to our slides and coming one after the other to get a better understanding what we have already learned. So yes, we are just running a default scan about this. So in this scenario, we are scanning the entire network for just port 80. See it scan for one port only. It scan all the 256 hosts and one port. So there were no port 80 open, as I am just using my home network to scan. So this we can do it. Suppose a web application is hosted in my network, so it would be running on port 80 or 443. So I can use this scan to get whether these ports are open or not. So in my home environment, this port is not open for all the IP address, so that's why it's not giving me any results. So now we will be going next to the next slide, what we have discussed, and it is for multiple port. So I will be just taking one single host now and just checking my IP once again. scan. I will be scanning my host only. Port 1 to 50. I will be scanning these 50 ports. Sorry, my bad. Fan P1 to 50. So see, now it is scanning one host for 50 ports, and if there any port will be open, it will be displaying me in the output. So these are some very useful commands that can be used for Masscan, and it is a very good alternative as compared to Nmap. So see, here is the result. It haven't found any port open from port 1 to 50, so that's why it is not showing any result. We will be just finding one IP address for where we can get some information. So let's do a quick search on Google related to this. We will be quickly finding an IP address for this host, and then we will be doing a mask on this IP, as it is a touch PHP vulnerable web application, so we won't be having any impact on our current work. So let's do a mask on a live host now, as we already knew the IP address. I'm just doing another 200 now. Sorry. See, as I knew that this is a web application, so there is one port called 80 open in this application, and I have done the mask on port 1 to 100. So it is giving me a port 80 as an open port in this application. So now I can enumerate something related to the web application, as port 80 is vulnerable because it is not using HTTP as like a secure protocol. So likewise we can do multiple things, like we will be using this IP address to enumerate further. So the next we will be doing a random port scan. Like as I know that the port 80 is open, now I will be giving a range of IP port like 1, then 20, 80, 443, 1443, and just wait for the result. So see, again it is showing me that the port 80 is open, and hope for we will be getting some another port also. So no, we are not getting any other port open as of now for this particular host. We will be just scanning a UDP also. Like for just an example, we will be taking this entire IP address. We will be giving -u as an option we have already seen in our presentation, and port 53 for this particular host, and we will be checking whether this port is open or not. So it is testing one IP address for a one host, sorry, one port. So let's see, it is calculating the rate. So this is the rate we have already discussed. We can change the rate of transmission of the packets, and we can modify this packet accordingly. Okay, so now we will be speeding up this rate, like as previously I have explained. Like I will be giving an option rate to 10,000 and -P80, sorry, P80. Sorry, my bad, this 2 hyphen should be given here. So see, now it is scanning very quickly for a particular host. Rate hyphen rate is the increasing the speed of the scan. Like suppose if I am scanning a very big network, like there are 1000 to 2000 IP address in a particular network or in that network. So there this hyphen rate option, like it will be giving a very quick result in a very short period of time. We have done a random scan, UDP scan is also done, speed is also tested. Then we will be now doing a entire 65,535 ports to check all the IP address in a port, and yes, even we will be saving it in a single file. So let's do it. Here I will be giving the entire ports. Like I will be giving -P 02 65,535. and 65,535 ports are given, and I will be saving this output in a single txt file or any other option. My choice is .txt, so I am using the option -ol masscan.txt. So see, it will be scanning this entire network, particular IP for all the open ports, and now it will be saving the output in masscan.txt. We will be waiting for some time because it can take a time, because we are scanning the entire IP address, port, all the ports we are testing, so it may take some time. See, as we can already see that there is a file got created as a Masscan, and everything is started returning in this file. As of now the scan is under process. Once it will be completed, we can see the entire thing in this masscan.txt. So yes, this how we can save the output in any of the options we can use as mentioned in the slides. Like we can use -ox for XML, OL for TXT as I have already used, -OG for grapable file, -OJ for JSON, and -OB for binaries. So this was a practical demonstration of how you can use Masscan for your internal or external scan. It is just a very speedy tool that you can take off from there. So two important difference which I have seen, that there is no default port. Like suppose if you have already used Nmap, you can come across like Nmap can do a scan on default port. Suppose you are not mentioning the port, then also Nmap will be scanning the default port. But here you must specify the port. Like if you are not giving an option -P, so it won't be doing any port scan. So this is the thing which I feel like it is not included, but yes, in future as the tool is open source, it can be contributed and it will be giving you some additional features in the coming days. And also the other thing is the targeted host or IP address or simple range, not DNS name nor the funky subnet range mask can use. Like in Nmap we have multiple option to use. Even we can give a domain name. Like we will be just giving a try. Like let's quickly clear the screen. Masscan test dot oneweb. Sorry, my bad, actually I don't remember the test PHP. Yes, yeah, I will be doing the scanning the entire domain, so it won't be giving me any result. Whereas this functionality works in Nmap. If you have already used Nmap, or you might be familiar with Nmap, so this should work. See, it won't be giving you any result for this test.php. But when we do Nmap, see, Nmap started. So this was the major missing which I feel like need to be added in the future. Rest everything is a very, it is also, Masscan is also a very good tool we can use as an alternative if we don't have option to use Nmap. So coming to our presentation, this was, I hope you all guys find this very helpful. So a special thanks to CyberSapiens for providing me this opportunity to make things clear about Masscan. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.